Greetings, Professor Miki here with the next episode in our Let's Play of the Academy. Last episode, I resolved to go after Europe. I'm gonna have to get Exodus and Resistance a little unhappy with me, but well, I should have done this sooner. Europe is much more valuable than North Africa or Central America or Central Asia. And there's plenty of servant and protectorate and humanity first or initiative places I can target, like Germany, or all these servant ones you can see as well, like Albania. So I will try to avoid targeting the resistance. I'm not going to go after United Kingdom, for instance. Probably won't go after Russia, but Europe is it's a wealthy area. It has lots of mission control. Has lots of research. It's much more valuable than North Africa or the other type places. Meanwhile, in space, the aliens kicked my face in a bit. They currently have a surveillance mission running, as well as some scattered ships that are just sitting there, not really doing anything. And I am building up ships. I'm going to try and hit that surveillance ship maybe in 2 months after these finish building. But I really think I just need more quantity. Those missiles are not getting through, in part because of the ECM jamming them. These have targeting computers, so they'll be harmed less, but I just need more missiles to break through everything. And I'm also planning to build, pull it up. So this is just an initial sketch. A point defense boat, because they're starting to bring in some missiles of their own. So the 40 millimeter autocannons, point defense lasers. I'm researching particle beams to get ion EV batteries, then unlocks ions. And go back to this. This will sort of be sent out in front. They have very high armor. I'm trying to max out my armor in front and sort of soak up the damage. Also, I'm using the burner drive. This is a pretty good mid-game drive. It has pretty good thrust. It also has great delta V, so you don't need to put very much in terms of propellant tanks to get decent delta V, and it has the thrust to support bigger ships. This is a monitor. It's the tier 2 sort of size. So once I get the next sort of point defense, and possibly move to get green lasers, so my laser here is a little more impactful, I'll be producing some of these, and I'll be mixing those into my missile ships. Right now I don't have much in the way of ships, because all I've got is some ships in Mars and nothing on Earth. But we'll see. Yep. So I've got people moving on France to boost popular opinion so I can move in. And I'll be merging in Canada into the United States soon, as well as doing some non-peaceful merges of initiative and servant-held countries over here in North Africa. Oh, and Central America is going to have a bunch of people merging in this year too. Let's get started. All right, particle beams done. The purpose of that was to get better point defense. It's a really cheap tech, so it was easy to pick up. And in preparation for trying to attack long range, I'm gonna go for the next upgrade in terms in lasers. Infrared lasers are pretty bad. Green lasers are better, significantly better. And doing this will be able to allow me to upgrade my defense systems on my stations, which I'm going to get attacked again. That's pretty much a given. Okay, so the initiative is upset that we've been, say, taking their control points, taking Morocco, and so on, and they've decided to attack us in space. So they've got... Oh, that's not a very useful ship. I guess it was good. I guess it would be good for point defense. Torpedoes, yep, that's useful. Yep. Yes, they have 3 torpedoes, and they have 1 sort of a point defense ship. I have a layered defense array, and then my 3 missile ships. So if I put my missile ships way back and let my layered defense array take the hits first, that hopefully will go well for me. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to have them start behind. And go really slow because I want my layer defense rate to assist. So the Orca's their point defense ship. And I will just target the other ones, actually. So my missile ships will hopefully kill theirs, and my layered defense array should have plenty of... should be able to defeat their point defense ship. Alright, let's give it a shot. My missiles are launching, so are theirs. Hopefully my layered defense array will deal with some of them. Oof. Or not. I destroyed all of their ships, but I might lose all my ships too. Nope. Just lost 2 out of the 3. Well, that was annoying. I've just lost 2 of my 3 ships that I built, but I can build them back. Space future done. And now we can do the tier 3 outposts and orbitals. Tier 3 orbitals is going to be more useful, so I'm going to go for that first. Ooh, 35,000. That's expensive. That'll help me get a lot of research. Okay, Hydra diplomacy complete. So we now have actual line of communication. And if we're fighting basically a war with them, being able to talk to them is sort of useful. But the main problem is that they're not interested in communicating with us.
We knew this path would not be easy, Chancellor.
Okay, so it has been a struggle. Our initial requests were ignored. Hydra don't like talking to their servants. And they prefer to use trusted servants to disseminate their information, who are, of course, under their mind control. But fortunately, we have a spy inside the servants who can vouch for us. Hydras will issue an official statement to our faction, but it's a statement, so yeah, it's probably just going to be some sort of demands that we can't really accept. And we're going to have to research a project for that statement to be received. Okay, so next... Yeah, alien computers gets you huge investment bonus into priority. Maskarovka open, but it's very long to get. I think, yeah, this one will be a good one to get.
Offering counsel. We'll open a channel.
Huh, so you can actually trade with the aliens. Well, if you're a pro-alien faction, I guess, which you technically are. So can we make them... Yeah, they're not happy with me. I might be able to bribe them. Yeah, they're not gonna... They are not gonna take anything. Wow, they got a lot of water. Okay, I mean, I could try and bribe them with space resources, but I don't want to do that. That'd be stupid. They just use it to build more ships to attack me with. I mean, boost could be, but I don't have enough boost for it to be useful. I'll keep that in mind. I might be able to bribe them so they don't retaliate. We'll do negotiations.
Securing our interests.
And next turn we'll imprison this guy. Alright, so this is the last country that I need to unify into Guatemala.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
And it's still just 2 control points, but I now have saved quite a bit of control point capacity by unifying them in. Oh, actually I still have El Salvador in June. My bad, I forgot about them. And they're not that useful, but they're there, and they will eventually be merged into the United States. I'm researching the tech slowly that will bring them in. Not really Mexico is the real prize, but I have a bunch of these small countries that will add some population and reduce my control point capacity that I'm using right now by bringing them in. Okay, so this is administrative assistant. I have maxed out armor, and I have all sorts of point defense here. Actually, I'll give it a tiny bit of armor. Give it a tiny bit of armor on the side and rear, just in case. And these guys are going to be charging in. Let's see here. Yeah, that's fine. Don't care. I wish you would tell me what they do. There we go. Point defense. Sure, yes, that'll work. Okay. Although maybe... No. No. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to be able to control my formation when I start the fight. Wish I could hover this and see what it says. Yeah. I'll just co-protector. I don't think the Delta V part matters. Like, I can control this. So it has not great acceleration stats because I've basically have shoved tons of armor. But the idea is that this ship will go forward and be in front, try and both draw fire, which will hopefully be able to protect itself against, and be able to tank some hits. I just have basic armor, so won't be that effective at it. And then my missile ships will be able to shoot. So this is an assistant to our editors. That's the name. That's fine. I'm going to build a couple of them. Mark 2. Oh. I thought we'd already captured an alien, but I guess not. So we were, after our negotiations, contact kind of didn't work too well. We captured that guy. Where was he? He tried to run off to Yemen. So that's a hidden penalty that the Academy gets as if we need more. Once you finish that diplomacy tech, all the Hydra get to travel on planes if they're in your territory. So this is technically my territory because broken control point. So normally the Hydra, they have to move just one move with adjacent regions. So if one was, say, here in Rabat, they can only move to a region that's adjacent. But once I complete that attack, they can move. They can get on planes. Yeah, so we have captured this guy. And I thought we already captured one, but
We have a live Hydra in our custody, Chancellor.
yes, we are better prepared. Some people still died, but we captured them. They'll probably try to enslave our interrogators with ferricites, and hopefully once that fails, they'll start to be a little more cautious towards us. And we have maxed out our intel here, so they're probably going to send something at us. Hopefully we'll be able to handle it. Yeah, obtained Alpha 6. Here we go. Victor 102 is targeting my one station in Mars. Oh, they have a dreadnought. Lots of lasers. Lots of lasers. Interesting. And they have a frigate with mag cannon, plasma, point defense. Same thing. And then an escort with 2 lasers. Alright, we'll see. I've got quite a large fleet there. Oh, someone's targeting. Okay, so they're also targeting some assets in Earth orbit. Oh, it's just one cruiser. Okay. So he's going to dockyards 2. Really fast, I guess. Alright, so my 3. You'd think they'd be able to win that fight. Alright. So they're targeting my stations in both. Oh, I know what that was for. They're targeting my stations in Mars and on Earth. And we'll see how those fights go. Oh, they got there first. So I have lots of layered defense arrays, but I don't think they're going to be able to win this fight. Hopefully they'll last long enough that my 3 editors will be able to arrive to defend us. Okay. So, can't really do anything. I have 4 defense arrays. But I think it'll just easily punch through. My weapons are quite basic. It's firing. It's plasma, I think. Oh, that's plasma. There goes one. Now it's using lasers on me. There goes the second one. And the third. And the fourth. It just outranges I can't really. Oh, now I'm shooting one thing, but it won't matter because he has some point defense. Yeah. Well, they're docked, but I think my escorts will arrive in time because there's going to be a delay while they recover from that fight. I hope. Ah, here we go. Yes. So my 3 ships are going to hope to get through with all their missiles. We'll see if it works. I'm going to spread out as much as possible. Target. Lock on target. And go. Missiles away. Looks like, let's see, 2 of them jammed, 1 jammed, 2 jammed. Oh, that's bad. I had a lot of them jammed, even though I have the computers. Hopefully we'll get, yeah, we're gonna get hits though. We got hits. Yes, we got it. We got it, and none of our ships died. Last year here took a lot of damage, but we still got them. All right, nice. Good job by our fleet there. Yeah, gonna repair and resupply. Okay, here we go. So you got their dreadnought with all sorts of lasers. The 2 frigates and their escort. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 missile ships plus a bunch of layered defense arrays, which will do basically nothing. Here we go. You 2 guys trying to run away. I've got I have 8 ships. The dreadnought is really the most dangerous thing there by far. So I guess I'll have the editors target that. see. I could have done auto resolve, which would actually probably work really well. There's a bug right now in the current patch that makes auto resolve extremely effective if you have missiles. So my ships will inch slowly closer. Theirs will slowly approach. It's gonna take a while. Here we go. 2 jammed, 3 jammed. Oh no, none jammed. All jammed. Are you kidding me? All jammed. Missiles. Can we get through? It's like no. Nope, we couldn't get through. Too much point defense. And too many of them got jammed. Well, that's done for that fight. Yep, they struck back hard there. I'm gonna lose the station as well. Aliens aren't very mad at me anymore.
The people will come to our side.
We've moved the needle.
Oh, they're just. Oh, they didn't actually. So they didn't destroy the station, which is really handy. Yes, sometimes it is quite hard to reply to emails. Alright, so white color animation is done. This unlocks some key projects. Administrative Tower is the tier 2 that boosts resource production if you put it in the hab, and if it's in the lower interface orbit, it increases your control point capacity. So I have to be a little careful because I don't want to. So when I'm upgrading, I'll lose the current bonuses I'm getting, which is quite a lot. But I want that. Okay, now my problem is my missiles and stuff is just not getting through. So more missiles would be great, except I'm doubling up. Well, there's diminishing returns, but I think it's okay. So next year, I'll be able to get that done. Also, I'm getting targeting computer 2, which, if all the missiles could have fired, that might have helped. Wait, resistance? What are you doing? Are you attacking me? Okay, that big fleet's leaving. Oh no, you're just sitting in extreme orbit now for some reason. Okay, resistance. Were you thinking of fighting them? Maybe that's what they're trying to do. Ah, they're building a station, which will include an outpost. So tell me when it is finished. Single battleship. reach them. Theoretically, yes, but I would not be able to come back. Okay. So in that case, okay, I need about 9.8 to strike there. Alright, well that's what I'm going to do then. So I'm going to redesign. They are building a station in the lunar Lagrange point. An observation post. I assume this does surveillance just like the surveillance destroyers. This is high priority to destroy. Also, it gives them a base right in our planetary system. That's not good. So I have 6 monitors. They all have targeting computer Mark II, which should help a lot in terms of missiles getting jammed. And right now, all they've got is a single battleship. And this is 1 point defense and 1 laser cannon. The plasma and torpedoes are not going to be able to prevent me from shooting it down. I'm going to lose a bunch of these ships, but if I get it before they can finish building, it's not letting me. Okay, I need more Delta V. Looks like I need to refit these ships a little bit. I'll do that and then send them over. Here we go. So, Switchblade Station. Hang on. Did they finish building? No, they're not built. So all I have to do is just hit this with as many missiles as possible, and I can win. See how it goes. Face. Let's go. This is away. 1 jam, 2 jam. 1, 1, 1, and 1. Okay. Hope it's enough. Pretty hard. Yep, that one's probably gonna die. Yep, that one died. We got him though. We got it. Lost 2 ships. So we are docked. We lost 2 ships, but we will be able to destroy the station now. They'll be unhappy about this, but we can't let them get away with this. They keep ignoring our IRB board, IRB, and we're going to keep getting into fights with them over that. Alright. Didn't have enough fuel left to bring them back home. I just have to scuttle them. Visible lasers complete. So that gives us green lasers. That's the second tier of lasers. The surface defenses will automatically upgrade. I have to research batteries in order to get the lasers onto my layered defense arrays. And there's plenty of attacks incoming. I probably won't get those in time, but at least my surface defenses will be able to strike back if they do bombardments. Canada and the United States are joining together. That's going to fix my control point cap problem, which will let me actually start moving on to France once I get this done. And my admin towers all built. Lots of room to take the last 2 points in the European Union and then start moving on. Well, not Switzerland because they don't have claims, but like Croatia or Austria or the Czech Republic, Germany. Lots of easy targets that are controlled by people who already hate me. Nice. We got some damage on it with our green lasers. I piled everything into research to get it done. Looks like he can't do any more bombing runs. Let's double check that. Yeah. He still has his whole weapons, but his nose weapon here is gone. I've been rushing projects because the aliens are sending a lot of ships to Earth. I have kicked over a hornet's nest. They're going to destroy a lot before their hate gets back down below 50. And I'm trying to boost my weapon systems so that they pay a significant price for that. So super capacitors was one I've clicked because it unlocks the next tier of lasers and ballistics, arc lasers, coil guns, or upgrades on regular lasers and railguns. I've already been researching advanced things, so better armor will mean my layered defense arrays will be stronger. This is a tier 3 of railguns. Researching these immediately just boosts my layered defense arrays. And arc lasers is actually energy. And this will boost my surface defense. Right now they are actually bombarding. Oh, it's going to take a long time. Yeah, so I'll readjust once nanotubes and railgun batteries finish. They're sending ships to bombard me in series, which really hurts my volatiles and water income. The amusing thing is, well, oh, did that ship just get destroyed? No, it wasn't quite destroyed. It was just extremely damaged. So it beat up one of my bases. This one. CB3. But my little point defense array with green lasers hit it hard. They're sending another ship again to attack. I should just try rebuilding, I think. No, that won't work though. That was a construction module. I don't think I need it because I have a station now, so the phone back. Advanced railgun batteries. So I have a tier 3 weapons on my layered defense arrays. That's about as best I can do in terms of crashing, to do some crash research. I have now reached 2031, and the onslaught of aliens is about to hit me. I have got yours. There we go. Just a huge number of alien ships coming in. January, another battleship. bunch of ships here in April. More in April. This is a new counselor because I just detained one, or someone else did, I'm not sure who. Things in August, October, even January. Next year, there's a huge fleet coming in as well. So I am frantically building up my research in arc lasers. It'll be finished February, and then I'll be able to get green arc lasers. It'll be a big upgrade, and then after that, maybe I'll be able to go for, say, better missiles, things like that. But they're going to hit me hard. They're sending what looks like a plan to bombard my mines on Mars. It's going to arrive a little bit before I get my arc lasers, but I think they'll get hit pretty hard. They have a lot of nose armor, but green lasers will do some damage. I'll probably take a lot of damage on my Mars mines, but I'll be able to repair those. And in series, they're sending back this cruiser to try and bombard me again. It's arriving tomorrow. It's only one. It's going to get hit pretty hard with my green lasers, and if it's still trying to bombard next month, the arc lasers will be tough with them. And in terms of ships, I have a decent fleet in Mars, a couple of point defense ships with all sorts of different point defenses and tons of armor, but only 3 missile boats. I can't really contest that 4-ship fleet coming in, although perhaps if they take a lot of damage. I might prefer just to let them leave, because I'm not really ready to fight them in earnest yet. I don't have the numbers. And then in Earth, where I expect the real, clearly the real damage is being done there, or real thrust is being happening there. I have 4 missile boats, 2 point defense boats, and I am building a bunch more. So 1 month from now, I'll have 3 more from there, 2 more here, as well as one a little bit like a month and a half, another one in 17 days. I have a lot of ships coming online on Earth, which I will need, because there's probably going to be a huge battle when they make a move on one of my orbitals. That'll probably be the highlight of next episode, and I'll see you all then.